Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Big for One Gaming here. Welcome back to episode number 49 of winning a national championship with every team in the game. If you guys didn't miss last episode, we just took Tulsa to win it all. And the couple episodes, or mostly, I guess, the last 4 to 6 episodes, besides one here and there, have been mostly Big Ten teams. Obviously, we've had some G5s with Boise State and now Tulsa. New episode means new team. Let's see who the wheel decides to land on this time. Is it going to be another Big Ten team, or is it going to be someone different? And the answer is that we are going to the Sun Belt. And we're going Arkansas State. We're getting an A team. I think this is the first A team that we've had this year. So that's actually kind of cool. The Sun Belt obviously does have Arkansas State. They are 79 overall. One of the better teams in the Sun Belt, so maybe we have some success early on to upgrade that 1-star rating. But we are a program builder head coach. So that's also going to be nice as well. We're obviously going to take a look at our coaches and the roster before we head on into Season 1 here with Arkansas State. But the first time we're ever getting, again, an A team. It's been a while since had one of these guys, but program builder does have everything mostly that I need for pipelines, which is going to be nice to have. Along with recruiter, does have stuff for the defense, and motivator mostly for the defense, which is very nice because I just need to upgrade or just need one level to get our stuff done there. Offense coordinator, nice little master motivator as well, and along with the recruiter, mostly for the offense, besides the offensive line. Defensive coordinator, however, is mostly motivation for the defense and tactician for the defense. So hopefully they can upgrade those pretty quickly, and then probably recruiter will probably start focusing offensive line since that one we won't have anything to deal with to start. But taking a look at the team with the roster, see what we're working with. We have an 89 overall center, so that's nice. 87 overall left guard. Unfortunately, they'll be leaving us after this year, but we do have a really fast wide receiver, which is kind of nice. Coach prestige, though, is the issue. Quarterback's a 79. Hopefully, he can improve. Halfback's an 82. He might be leaving us. Looks like we might have a lot of people wanting to leave, so hopefully we have a good year. We do have a freshman wide receiver with 94 speed. That's going to be nice. A couple freshmen, lower overalls, but decent speed. Tight end's a 76 overall with 78 speed. Tackles, probably could use some speed out there. Left guard, of course, an 87, so we're going to need some offensive line help, mostly everywhere because a lot of people want to leave. D-line needs some help, although we have a ton of defensive tackles. Linebackers are decent, could use some help. Corners need some speed besides Hood, who's 97 speed. Safety's a 78, but he'll be leaving us. Strong safety 75, he'll be leaving us. And we do not need a kicker and punter until next year. But anywho, I'm going to go ahead and get through Season 1. I'll see everyone at the end of Season 1 here with Arkansas State. And here we are in Season 1 with Arkansas State. We go 7-5. It's not a bad season for Arkansas State. We won our first 3 games against FCS, Tulsa, and Michigan before getting stomped by Iowa State. But then we beat South Alabama, then lost to Texas State, who went 12-0 on the season, and Southern Mississippi. We beat Troy, and then lost to Louisiana, beat Georgia State, beat UL Monroe, and then lost to Old Dominion to finish out the season. So we go 4-4 in the Sun Belt. We aren't making the college football playoff nor the conference championship, so we can just go ahead and advance the week. And then once this happens, we did get a strong safety committed, so that's always nice to have. Connor Wiegman, I think that's how you say his name. I apologize if it isn't. I'm terrible with names. But 3,600 yards, 31 touchdowns, 4 interceptions for the quarterback at Texas A&M, so congrats to him. And we had the best center. Nice. Solid. Well, playing Wyoming in the Potato Bowl, so that's always fun. We do get a bowl game. We're just going to go ahead, simulate to the end of the season recap. We'll go over the bracket and who wins the national title here in year number 1. in this simulation with Arkansas State. It was a little bit different with Tulsa. There was like a lot of weird things in that simulation. Like a lot of different like Heisman winners. We also got a 3-star corner, which is nice. We actually did lose, so we're 7-6, but pro potential does go up to a C+, coach stability up to an A+, and coach prestige up to a B-. So that's really nice. We won't lose any transfers. And it looks like Georgia ended up beating Oregon 27-24 with Texas State, Utah, Texas A&M, Oregon, and Miami as the automatic qualifiers, with Ole Miss, NC State and Georgia, UCF, Ohio State, and Syracuse and Auburn as the at-large bids. So that's going to end Season 1. It's on to Season 2 here with Arkansas State. And here we are in Season 2 with Arkansas State, where we go 9-3 on the season. We went 6-2 in the Sun Belt. We do have to face App State in the conference championship, so we do make a conference championship this season. But looking at where we were at, 6-2, I believe we won the West over Troy, who also went 6-2, and we're also an A2 overall team. So hopefully that we can get this win and go from there. But taking a look at the schedule, beat Sam Houston to start the season, lost to Arkansas in a interstate rivalry, and then beat Iowa State, beat FCS, beat Texas State, beat Southern Mississippi, beat Louisiana, beat UL Monroe, then lost Old Dominion, beat Troy. That's the reason why we're in this point right now. We lost South Alabama. We beat Marshall in the season, and now we get App State, who is ranked 24th in the nation here. And if we win, we're probably not making the college football playoff, but we're guaranteed a bowl game, which will be very nice. We actually did win, so we're 10-3 on the season, and we won the Sun Belt. So if everyone loses their conference championships, maybe we move up. Who knows? I shot by a quarterback 300 yards, 5 touchdowns on the day. That's kind of insane. Also wins National Offensive Player of the Week. Connor Weigman. I still don't know how to say his name. 3,100 yards, 27 touchdowns, 0 interceptions on the season. So congrats to him. And we'll be playing Ball State in the Camellia Bowl. So we do not make the college football playoff, which very expected. We don't even become ranked at 10-3, even though we just beat number 25. Fresno State, Tulane, Oregon, Arizona, and Boston College made it as the automatic qualifiers, with USC, Kansas State, and NC State, LSU, Virginia Tech, and Ohio State and Texas A&M making it as the at-large bids. So hopefully we can win this game against Ball State, who went 11-2 on the season. So good job for them, but hopefully that we can win here and win a bowl game and hopefully move up our prestige a little bit more, because right now we are at 2-star. And we lost. So we're 10-4. We do go up to a 2.5-star. Pro potential goes up and coach prestige goes up, and that's going to be very, very nice. And it looks like Texas A&M beats Kansas State in a former Big 12 matchup to win in season number 2. Texas A&M, 34-32. Kansas State had a tough, even Texas A&M did too. Ohio State, Boston College was a little easier, but then LSU, both had tough schedules. But that's going to do it for Season 2. It's on to Season 3 here with Arkansas State. So here in Season 3, we kind of go backwards a little bit. We go 6-6 on the season here with Arkansas State. It was kind of a tough schedule, though, to be honest with you. We started off with a win against Memphis and then had to face TCU and Arizona, which both of them were losses. Arizona was ranked pretty high when we played them, but they ended up going 9-3. One tough loss to South Alabama. We lost 45-16 and gave them one of their only 2 wins. We beat Troy pretty handily, 40-10. Then lost to Marshall, beat Texas State, lost to UL Monroe, lost to Southern Mississippi. Then we beat Louisiana by 1, beat James Madison by 16 to save the season. At least go 500 on the year. But we're not making a conference championship. We're not making the college football playoff, obviously, going 6-6. Not even going to be anywhere close. We got a 3-star corner, which hopefully will help. But yeah, 6-6 is not a good season after what we had last time. I'm going to go ahead, simulate to the end of the season recap right now, and then look at the bracket, see who wins it all, because I don't think we got a bowl game. It would have said we would have had a bowl game, but we did not have one. So, all in all, we'll have to see what we do here and who wins it all here in year number 3 with Arkansas State. Took a little bit for it to do that. We actually did get a bowl game. We were 7-6. I guess I missed it. I don't think it'll tell us the bowl game at this point now since we've already passed it. Yeah, we already passed it, so I can't even see it. But Ohio State wins it all here in year number 3 with a 45-28 win over Oregon. We had Charlotte, Utah, Alabama, Boise State, and Ohio State make it as the automatic qualifiers, with Notre Dame, Florida, Oregon, Texas, Oklahoma, and Kansas State and Iowa make it as the at-large bids. That's going to end Season 3. It's on to Season 4 here with Arkansas State. And here we are in Season 4 here with Arkansas State, where we go 10-2 on the season. A very good season here for Arkansas State, beating Georgia Tech, Memphis, Texas A&M before losing our first game to Ohio State. Then we went on a little bit of another run, Texas State, Southern Mississippi, Louisiana, and James Madison before losing to a 6-6 Louisiana Monroe team, 14-10. But then we beat Troy, beat South Alabama, and we beat Georgia State. So all in all, pretty decent season, but all we got to do now is beat Marshall. And if we can, we may move on to the college football playoff. And we lost, so it doesn't even matter. So, unfortunately, we lose the conference championship game. What was the score? That's going to be the question. Well, I mean, 86 overall. We lost 27-24. That's unfortunate. And now we are officially out of the college football playoff. I think we need a win to guarantee ourselves it. But obviously now it's just going to be a normal bowl game. My goodness, I can't even speak words. We did end up losing a center to LSU, which is unfortunate, but oh well. Christopher Vizina wins the Heisman Trophy, 4,300 yards, 48 touchdowns to 9 interceptions. Here in Season 4, we'll play Miami in the Birmingham Bowl, another ranked opponent. Hopefully we can pull out a win here and go 11-3 on the season. But we're going to go ahead, simulate to the end of the season recap, see who wins the national championship, and, of course, go over the college football playoff at the beginning before getting to that spot. But hopefully we can use this season as a little boost for us for next season. We end up losing, so we're 10-4, but coach stability is still an A. But coach prestige does go up to a B+, so that is going to be nice. Louisiana Tech, LSU, Clemson, LSU, Clemson, USF, and Nebraska made it as the automatic qualifiers, with Notre Dame, North Carolina, and TCU, Oregon and Pitt, Ohio State, and Wisconsin as the at-large bids, and LSU beat Nebraska 17-13 to win it all in the national championship. So, congrats to LSU. I think this is like one of the first times I've seen LSU win it all here early. But anywho, that's going to end Season 4. It's on to Season 5 here with Arkansas State. And here we are in Season 5 with Arkansas State. We go 10-2 again, this time 8-0 in the conference as well, having to face Coastal Carolina in the conference championship. Another good season here with Arkansas State as an 86 overall. Losing to Memphis to start out the year was not great, but then beating FCS, Troy, and UMass, and then losing to Tulane, who ended up also going 10-2. But then we kind of ran through the Sun Belt, eventually also beating Louisiana, win 8-4, 34-13. So kind of an easier schedule for us as well. So hopefully we can turn that into a win here against Coastal Carolina. And if we do, we'll go in the college football playoff for the first time here with Arkansas State. But then again, never know what can happen. We did just sign a 4-star quarterback, which will be great, and and one wide receiver. And we do win, so we are 11-2, and that might mean we are going to the college football playoff. So we are Sun Belt champions for the first time here with Arkansas State. And it took us 5 seasons to get there, but it finally happens. We'll advance the week here, see if we do get into the college football playoff. And we lost another wide receiver, this time to Auburn, but Oh, well. And Mabry, I might even try to pronounce that last name. 4,100 yards, 45 touchdowns, 5 interceptions on the season. We don't get any awards. Now, it looks like we had a bye. We do. Tulane, Arkansas State, Kentucky, Pitt, and Colorado made it as the automatic qualifiers. With Oregon, LSU, and UCF, Notre Dame and Florida, and Wisconsin and Oklahoma as the at-large bid. So, hopefully, we can get Tulane and hopefully have a little bit of an easier season here. Or I guess run, but we're probably going to be playing Oregon. And what we are going to be playing Tulane in the Rose Bowl. We lost to them early on this season, and hopefully we can get our revenge. They beat Oregon 29-21. LSU moved on. Notre Dame and Wisconsin also moved on in their own separate games. But let's get started here against Tulane. They're 12-2. We are 11-2 on the season. And we have the overall advantage by 1. But it's an overall advantage, so we will gladly take it. So hopefully we can get this going. Hopefully we can get a win and move on. We're going to start on defense first. Our defense gets a stop, and we get a field goal. So it's now 7-3 after Tulane scores after 1. And Tulane will get a field goal to go up by 7. Still, now it's 17-3, and it's going to be that way at the half. Not a great start for us. Our offense is struggling. It's still 17-3 going into the fourth quarter. We go 4th and 2. We go for it. We get a first down. We get a touchdown. So now we're down 7. The defense needs to get a stop, and they get a turnover and a touchdown. It's tied up at 17 all. Tulane, though, is driving. They have a 1st and goal. They get a touchdown with 1:40 to go. 4th and 7. We don't get anywhere close. But we do get a stop, but sacked twice in a row, and that's going to do it. Tulane's going to beat us 24-17. We cannot get our revenge. We'll have to get it next season. So Tulane will move on to the semifinals. We're going to be out in our first ever run in the college football playoff in the quarterfinals, getting a first-round bye. But all in all, hopefully we can use that and get back here next year and hopefully move on to something better. Coach prestige go up. Pro potential does go down. I guess we didn't have anyone drafted this year. And it looks like Notre Dame ended up winning it all after they beat LSU, then Tulane. They ended up beating Kentucky by 2, or Kentucky beat LSU and Tulane. Notre Dame beat Florida, Pitt, and Wisconsin to end up beating Kentucky by 2. So congrats to them, and it's on to Season 6 with Arkansas State. And here we are in Season 6 with Arkansas State, where we go 11-1 on the season, going 8-0 in the conference as well. We had to face Marshall, win 8-4 overall in their season as well. But a very, very good season for us. We beat Michigan State to start the year. We did lose to Memphis. Then we won 10 in a row. FCS, we even beat Clemson 17-13. We beat Texas State, who was another ranked team. Southern Mississippi, Louisiana, Georgia Southern, UL Monroe, Troy, South Alabama, and Coastal Carolina to end out the 11-1 season. So if we can win here, we definitely get a bye again in the college football playoff, and we'll be back to where we were last year, and hopefully that we can get this win this time instead of a loss. We do get a win. We're 12-1 on the season, so that means, again, back-to-back Sun Belt Conference champions. And hopefully this year we get a little bit better of a run in our college football playoff situation. So all in all, we'll have to see who is possible for us to get at this point. Getting some more wide receivers. We also got a nice little quarterback. And let's see who we have a chance to face. We also got the Coach of the Year, which is nice, in the college football playoff. We also got one of the best coordinators as well. We love to see it. And Alonzo Hines, first wide receiver, at least in the simulation, getting the Heisman Trophy. 77 catches, 1,300 yards, 22 touchdowns. That's kind of insane for him. But checking the bracket, Jacksonville State. Wow. There was almost 0 conference champions. Because if Jacksonville State and Memphis, who are both unranked, make it, it's kind of wild. But Jacksonville State, Memphis, Oregon, NC State, and Arkansas State make it as the automatic qualifiers, with Michigan, TCU, and Stanford, South Carolina, Ohio State, and Miami, and Nebraska made it as the at-large bids. This is, I think, the first time I've seen 2 teams not ranked making the college football playoff. That's wild. But let's see who we have to play. We're all the way down as the number 2 seed coming into this. And we will be playing Miami in the quarterfinals. So a lot tougher matchup than before. Michigan's going to have the easiest run to the playoffs, or to the national title, I think. They just beat Jacksonville State by 8. They faced Memphis. TCU ended up being Stanford, and Ohio State ended up being South Carolina. Miami beat Nebraska 41-10. We're going to have a work cut out for us here in this game. But let's see what we could do against them. They're 11-2. We are 12-1 on the season, and Miami is an 89 overall. Their only tie we have is on the offensive side of the ball with an 89 overall offense and an 87 defense. So let's see what we can do here, and hopefully that we can't get this win. Looks like we're going to start on offense first, and we don't do anything, but we do force a turnover, and then they also got a turnover, and a couple of them. It's 0-0 after the first. They would put up 2 field goals, and we would put up a touchdown, and about 2 touchdowns in the second quarter, where we have a 14-6 lead over Miami, and another 2 turnovers as well, and we put up another field goal. I guess 2 field goals. It's 20-6. However, Miami of Ohio just put up a touchdown to go down by 7. All we now need to do is get a couple first downs, and we only get 1. And now Miami has a chance to tie, and they do. Oh, they don't. They missed the extra point, and that's going to do it for them. We beat Miami 20-19 because they missed the extra point. And we'll be moving on to the semifinals here with Arkansas State, which will be very, very nice. We'll have to play another decent team as well. So, I mean, the defense really balled out, forcing a couple turnovers, including getting Miami stopped near the goal line a couple times. So we had 2 interceptions from one guy. So, yeah, worth it. 3 catches, 37 yards, and a touchdown for our player of the week. We'll be playing Ohio State. Why is this bracket so hard for us? Yeah, because Michigan and TCU. Michigan literally scored like 70 points in the last 2 games. But anywho, we'll have to play Ohio State, who barely beat NC State 26-24. So let's see how we do against them. They're 13-3. We are 13-1 on the season. They are a 90 overall. They have a 3 overall advantage on us, which is not going to be very fun. Hopefully our defense can step up again and get us another win. It looks like we're going to start on defense first. The defense allows a pretty quick touchdown drive, but we get a field goal. Then we get a stop. So 7-3 at the end of the first quarter. Now 10-7. Now 14-10. And now it's 21-10. It'll be 21-13 at the half. So we start with ball and can't do anything. Then we get a touchdown. Can't get the 2-point conversion. We are down by 9 here in the fourth quarter. Need a stop, and we get a turnover. Just as I say we need one, we get one. Now it's a 2-point game. 4th and inches, they punt it. All we now need to do is get in a field goal range, and we decide to punt the football, and it's 4th down, and we get a stop. 4th and 4, we get a field goal. So a minute left to go. They only need a field goal. Well, with 5 seconds, they came and get close. And a 29-28 victory. Why are we having these 1-point games, man? Can we just have one game and we blow out the other team to win? But nope, we're going to win 29-28. We score 16 points in the second half. We only allowed 7 points, so that's the reason why we won. Another defensive class, I would say. It's not a master class because we did allow a lot of quick drives. But all in all, we were going to the national championship game here with Arkansas State, beating some tough opponents, Miami and Ohio State. We also just got a kicker, so hoorah. Well, we are now 14-1 on the season. We'll be playing the winner of Michigan and TCU. And the team that we'll have to play is TCU in the national championship game. They beat Michigan 31-17. They also beat Stanford 34-31. Wow, there's a lot of 34-31, 34-31, and 31-17. That's kind of a little weird, but all in all. So let's see how we do against TCU. They're 13-3. We are 14-1 on the season, and they're an 88 overall. So they do have the best team here overall-wise. So we'll see how we have to do against them, and hopefully our defense can continue to be good, and hopefully force TCU to get a couple turnovers, to give up the ball a couple times and move on from there. But it looks like we're going to start on offense first, and we don't do anything, and TCU immediately scores. It's now 7-3 after we get a field goal, and we have the ball to start the second, but we got a punt, and now it's 10-7. We take a lead, but now 14-10. Going at the half with a one-play touchdown for TCU. Second half, here we go. We get a touchdown, and it's 17-13 here in the fourth. Now going play-by-play here. And we get a turnover on 3rd and 8. That's what we needed by our defense. We get a first and goal. It's a touchdown. We're up by 10. 4th and 2, they get a first, but that's a lot of times coming off the clock, and they get stopped on 4th down, but a one-play touchdown immediately after. That's a big first down. 4th and 10. They don't have any timeouts. And Arkansas State is going to win it all here in year number 6. Beating TCU by 3. Our overall margin of winning every single game was 5. I've lost years off my life watching these close games. But hey, a win is a win. And another team is done. TCU fans are upset, but don't worry, TCU fans. We will be at least having your school here at some point. The will giveth, the will taketh away. But national champions for Arkansas State. We'll, of course, check the stats before we head on out. 3,300 yards for Eagles, 33 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. Turner actually came in 241 for 4 touchdowns, and I'm guessing a spot start maybe. Rushing-wise, Quinn, 771 yards, 8 touchdowns. Bensod, 571 and 4. Eagles added 275 and 1, and Office 234 and 3, with Vaughn's getting 9 for 1. Tame almost at 1,000 yards, 969 and 9 touchdowns. Matlock, 892 with 15 touchdowns is kind of insane. Office, 680 with 6, and McNitt, 470 with 3 touchdowns. And Benshaw also added 302 through the air and 1. Wolf, our backup tight end, had 3 touchdowns and 124 yards as well. Defensive-wise, O'Donnell led the team with 94 tackles. Dillard, Paul, and Volk had 8 tackles for a loss, and Volk also had 10 sacks. Plummer had 6 interceptions to lead the team, and Lord had 6 deflections to lead the team. We didn't force many fumbles, but Elling did recover most of them. We did not have a blocked kick. We had 1 safety and 1 defensive touchdown on the season. Kicking-wise, Quan, I'm guessing that's how you say his name, did not make a single one from 50. He missed 4 field goals, it looks like. Missed 1 extra point because it was blocked, and he did miss 4 field goals, with his long being 48 yards. Punting-wise, of Morse, 3,000 punt yards, 15 inside the 20, and 12 touchbacks is not great. Hyde had 455 return yards and a touchdown for kick returns, but no punt returns for Arkansas State. But that's going to do it for the episode. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys did, hit the like button down below. It's free. It really helps out the channel. If you guys are new, hit that subscribe button. We're very, very close to 500 subs, and once we hit that goal, we'll be doing a 24-hour stream right here on YouTube, which will be pretty fun. I've done one once before, and it was a good time. But, anywho, next episode will be a 2-team episode, so it'll be episode 50 and 51 together. So look out for that. That'll be on Monday, and then, of course, we'll have Wednesday and Thursday as well. And then the next week after that, we'll probably start our other series going to be happening after that, and it's going to be pretty soon and pretty fun. So, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I'm out. Peace.